Before we get started, be sure to check out my Airbit store if you want to use any of the presets that I have. They'll be all posted down below in this link, and yeah. Yo, welcome people, it's Morty here. I'm gonna be showing you how to emulate.
Lean with me, pop with me, get high with me if you rock with me. Fast, feeling really bad. Time really moves back. All white Gucci suit, I'm feeling righteous. Yeah, I know that the truth is hard to brown. Whoa. Perky with the lean, got me slow.
Sound like Juice Wrld. All right, so here we are in FL Studios. Let me just go ahead and just show you how it sounds.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Touch my pain with my wishes in a wishing well. Still no luck, but oh well.
All right, so that's how it sounded. So I'm just gonna be showing you that this is a preset made from all stock plugins. You know, I tried real hard on this one because I know people don't have money for waves. This was just made using my preset. All right, so yeah, so let me show you what I'm doing here. So I record with auto-tune on. This is gonna be for this song specifically, but every other song that you do is gonna have a different key and a different scale. So the scale for this song is A minor, and I also have a noise gate on. You don't need this, so that's pretty much it. Now we have a hook. This is where I route all my vocals to for the hook. All right, so every vocal goes into the hook insert. All right, so first thing I have here is a 3D parametric EQ. What I'm doing is taking out some of the low mids, which is that boominess sound, and then I'm taking out some frequencies that I don't like in our mids, and up in the treble areas where it gets too harsh. Next thing we do is we compress the vocal. We're gonna be compressing the vocal like 3 or 4 times because we don't want the vocals to be dynamic like how we usually like them. Sometimes you like them dynamic, but yeah. So here we are. We have a hard compression ratio. It's actually very light to begin with. It's almost at a 2.0. Next thing we have here is just our sound goodizer. This is gonna uplift our vocals up like in volume wise and compression wise, and it's gonna sound pretty good. Next thing we have here is a 3D parametric EQ2. Again, we're just scooping out some of those low mids and we're pinpointing some frequencies that we don't like along with that high in presence. We're gonna be compressing the vocal. I have another threshold that's very low, that's just sitting on top of the vocal, and then the ratio at 3.2 and fast attack, slow release. Next is a Maximus. Basically all I did here was I pushed down the ceiling for the mids areas and got like a little distortion effect. And then we also want some more saturation, so we're using a blood overdrive, and yeah, and then we just crank it down. And then the vocals are a little too sharp, so I cut off some of the highs around the 16K region, and then I dipped some of the high mids out because it's too much for me. I don't know why. And then so my bass and low mid areas, I did a big scoop about -6 decibels, and yeah, that's about it. Next thing, again, we compress this vocal because we don't want it to be so dynamic in the mix, because when it comes like that, it starts sticking out in some areas and being less heard in other areas, and yeah, I don't like that. So now we move the vocal on to, we route it to a vocal bus, and I use a soft clipper here just to stop it from clipping, which it doesn't, by the way. And then we have another compressor just to compress the vocal again. Next we have a Maximus. We're using this as a de-esser, so I used the preset of de-esser split band, and then I push down the 5K to 10K region, like all the way down, just so I can control those peaks. Then you may think the vocal sounds dull, but it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is just cut out some of this low mids, or not in low mids, the bass section of the voice, clear that up, and then we're gonna push our vocal towards the middle of the stereo field. Now I'm gonna take off the parallel compression and the reverb so you can get like a little dryish signal.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale.
That's how it sounds. Now I'm gonna turn off the hook effects and the vocal bus effects.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale.
As you can see, it's just jumping up and down. That's what we don't want. It doesn't sound like it's sitting in the song. So apply the effects on.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale.
Now it's way too loud. Apply the vocal bus effects on.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale.
All right, now I have a parallel compressor. We'll see if it sounds good. So let me play it.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Touch my pain with my...
It just gives our vocal a little bit of presence, and that's what we like. And then the settings for that are just high compressor ratio. So it's compressing pretty much everything, and bump up the gain a little bit. That's it. Here is our reverb settings. We just want like a big field of voice echoes. That's all we wanted for this song. So we lower down the dry signal because we don't want, you know, any dry signal to come through. And we push it a little bit to the stereo field to get those nice echoes in both left and right ears. And then we gotta EQ some of the highs out and a lot of the lows out so it can actually fit in the song. And then here's how it sounds.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale.
And what we got here is something that makes our vocal crisp. I made one for FL Studio's 12 and it'll be included with this preset, but here it is, off.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Touch my pain with my whistles in a whistle.
So it's just brightening up the signal. You can barely hear it, but it's there and it sounds better than having it off. Let me make it very dramatic so you can tell the difference.
I can't breathe, I'm waiting for the exhale. Touch my pain with my whistles in a wishing well.
And that is it, guys. That is my effect on how to sound like Juice Wrld. All right, so here's a sample on how this preset works with other instrumentals.
I'm going bad, 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 bad. Starting running like a hat. I know I'm sounding like a hat. I've been in, up and on the side. I know I'm in it like I'm double. I've been in down like a humble. I know I'm headed on the tunnel. I know that shit is real smooth. I'm going crazy, watch me do it. I'm going down, I know you're stupid. Yeah, 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 yeah. I said I wish you well. I'm on top of that wishing well, give me hell. And now I sound like I'm trippy red, but that's alright, that's a new preset, baby. That's a new preset, homie. Oh, yeah. Bitch, I'm all alone.
Coming from the next lane.
I know I feel right. I know I'm feeling low. Back on the top, bitch. Back on the Tahoe. Running that sound like hey, that's that 999 shit. Running on like me, that's that 999 shit. I'm on top of the game. You stupid, you dumb. I don't need your love, I don't need your hugs or kisses or any shit like that. I know that you fight back all my love. I wanna give it to you. I want you to be happy, you can keep it. I don't need it, I'm conceited. And I know but it's okay, I know I'm done right. I know she called back, I know I called back. I know I'm really high, I know I'm down to the ground. Why do I keep saying that? Yeah, but it's alright though. I'm okay, baby, I'm in my bag hole. Send me out lately, I get a bag hole. Yeah, yeah, I get some bags hole.
So yeah, if you enjoyed this tutorial, please leave a thumbs up. If you dislike it, please leave a thumbs down and tell me why you disliked it. If you have any more requests or anything like that, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Again, everything else is in the description box below, presets and all that stuff. And subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.